You asked the question about what got the fire. We're at a Syrian Christmas party, 25 years old. My dad's going around talking to people. One of the relatives disrespects my dad in front of me in a subtle way because my dad was a guy that helped everybody out, but he lost everything, divorce. So he was kind of like saying, you went from being the guy that was a chemist, now you're a cashier at a 99-cent store, you don't have a wife, you're this, you're that. And I've never felt that kind of a rage in my stomach ever before. I don't want to hurt this guy because he's a sweetheart of a guy. But I hated the fact that somebody talked to my dad that way. And he felt he had the permission to talk that way. And I felt like I gave him the permission. My father's only son. I can't even tell you what it did to me. I told my dad we're leaving a party. And he says, we're not leaving. You're at my party. I said, no, we're leaving. We're not going to stay here. He says, no, you're not going to disrespect me. I said, no, Dad, we're leaving. We leave. 30 minutes in the car. We're going from Glendale to Granada Hills. We're fighting. I said, I'm going to make sure the world knows your name. I'm going to make sure everywhere you ever go, they're going to know who your son was and how amazing of a father you were. So my dad, a couple weeks ago, he's having heart surgery down the street here. And the doctor comes in. He says, I know who you are. He says, how do you know who I am? He says, because I know your son. And I also know there's only one other nose I've seen that big, and that's your son's. And, they're laughing, they're joking. But, that was the first moment where I'm like, okay, what are you going to do with this fire? And then it wasn't about becoming financially free because you want a big house or a car or all. It was because
more respect.
The byproduct of that was the money and the wealth.
Right.
And then it's proven. And then from there on, you have to find new fires to keep going because what are you going to do when you got money in the bank now? What are you working for? It's got to be a different reason.